I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. Authorities are searching for a suspect in a Flagler County home invasion, John Arking reports.
The Flagler County Sheriff's Office responded to a report of a home invasion robbery on Pine Grove Drive in Palm Coast Tuesday afternoon. The victim told dispatchers his nephew, 20-year-old Alexander Devontae Brown, knocked on his door. Once inside, Brown pulled out a handgun and forced the victim at gunpoint onto the ground. Brown then let two other males who were wearing hoods covering their faces inside the home. The three suspects proceeded to steal more than $6,300 worth of items, including jewelry, and $1,800 in cash from the residence before fleeing. Deputies secured the area and issued a be on the lookout for Brown and the two other suspects to Volusia County and surrounding areas. On Thursday, detectives secured an arrest warrant for Brown for home invasion robbery with a firearm and grand theft with a bond of $110,000. Brown lives in Daytona Beach. He was arrested August 27th in Volusia County and forcibly hospitalized for a mental health evaluation. 2 days later, he was charged with assault on a law enforcement officer and resisting arrest after assaulting a security officer during his stay in the hospital. The sheriff's office is asking anyone with information on the case or the whereabouts of Alexander Devontae Brown to give them a call or call Crime Stoppers at 1-888-277-TIPS. Information leading to an arrest could be eligible for a reward up to $5,000. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arking.
This portion of Flagler's Morning News brought to you by the Daytona Beach International Airport, Delta Airlines nonstop to Atlanta, and now nonstop service to New York City via American Airlines.
A domestic violence incident sends a Palm Coast man to jail. Tony Magoo has more.
According to a report from the Flagler County Sheriff's Office, a Ponderosa Lane man was arrested on September 11th after he threatened his wife with a shotgun during an argument that escalated. The man's wife locked herself in a bedroom to get away from him during this argument, and he pulled the door off the hinges. He threatened to hit her with it and then walked into another room, grabbed a shotgun, and said, "Don't make me kill you with it." He also grabbed her by the arms, threw her on a bed against her will while saying, "Don't make me go to jail for killing you." The man admitted to deputies that he did rip the bedroom door off the hinges, but denied physically harming his wife or threatening her with a shotgun. During their investigation, deputies noticed bruises on the woman's arms. They also discovered these two are going through a divorce but are still living together under the same roof. The man was charged with domestic battery and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without intent to kill and was released on a $2,500 bond as soon as he was booked into jail. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Tony Magoo.
The Flagler County School Board remains divided on the issue of prayer. It first came up after board member Janet McDonald invited a pastor to a recent meeting to offer a pre-meeting prayer. She tells WNZF she supports the idea, saying it can highlight the efforts of community organizations.
Some of the community resources aren't very apparent. So the folks who provide community services, provide contacts for engagement, personal development, well-being on every level through activities that come out of the work in their organizations, whether it's our heritage organizations or our faith community organizations or our social organizations. I think it's important to let people in the community know that they are also a vital part of what can support and make our community better.
School board members Andy Dance and Trevor Tucker don't like the idea, while Vice Chair Colleen Conklin wants to explore what other school boards do. In 2014, the nation's highest court ruled that local governments could begin their meetings with a prayer, if they so choose. Only the Bunnell City Commission currently does this. The Flagler County Commission instead starts with a moment of silence. The issue as it pertains to the Flagler County School Board remains unresolved. Get ready to pay more when it comes to taxes in Flagler County. The school board set the rate at $6.20 per $1,000 of taxable property. That's a more than 3% drop from last year's rate, and the lowest tax rate set in decades. But when property values rise, so do your tax bills, even at lower rates. Those with a home worth $200,000 can expect to pay about $930 annually. Board members voted on the tax rate this week after their previous meeting was canceled due to Hurricane Dorian. And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.